I definitely want to see this high taken out at this point. Okay. The key here is though what we do once we actually create this very large wick. Okay. Let the wick be in play and then see if the wick can be worked in and see if we can get something to the upside. If majority of the crowd is doing one thing, you typically want to do the opposite. Okay. And that's not me being arrogant or anything. It's literally just how it goes in this business. Okay. So fair value gap right here. If I wanted to take this stop, it would be right here, 30 handles, and target buy side to 2064. I mean, if it's a 100 handle wick or higher, right? You just please disqualify midpoint. You're not going to wait for a retrace in the midpoint and then look to long. You want to see the upper end and max 25% delivered. So if it's just a regular, your average Joe 40 handle wick or something like that, then of course you map out 25% and 50. But if it's as large as this one, okay, if you really want to write in your notebook, right, if you are bullish, you don't want to see midpoint delivered on a wick that is, 80 to 150 handles. All right, not bad. So we just created the change of state delivery above down candle right here. Okay, just perfect, like literally perfect reaction off of 25% of the wick. Okay, so any short-term retracement in here, I'm going to look to buy, and ideally that will be my only trade of the session. All right. Yeah, not bad. I mean, literally perfect. I couldn't have asked for better signatures right now, literally. So now it's just a matter of giving me my entry right here. So this right here is going to be your breaker. Okay, not the prettiest one in the world, but it's what I'm referencing as the breaker right now. Okay, and I'm going to look to see if we can create a fair value gap through that. That'd be perfect. All right, 0.5% risk on this if we get it. All right, 0.5% risk, and then we're going to target London high. So ideally, this will be my only trade of today's session. Okay, but if it takes me another attempt, then so be it. But for now, I like this. Okay, breaker inside of the fair value gap. We had delivery off 25%. Okay, it met my criteria. So, and then stop loss, like I said, just below the second fair value gap right here. Perfect. So that's how I'll play that. Should just smash above there. Okay, look at all the highs that we generated above here. Okay, ES is that relative strength leader, which is good. I want to see not ES, NASDAQ follow suit. Okay, nice rejection above that 5-minute down candle. It's actually perfect. I don't like how ES is coming up off that high though. That's not what we wanted to see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut bait on this because I don't like that delivery. It's pretty bad. So it should have rallied up there, and the fact that it didn't, I'm cutting bait around break even. Now, does this turn away my conviction and price running up above here? Absolutely not. Right? If we see something where it's just a drastic drop down and we smash through this 5-minute imbalance, okay, obviously at that point I have something that suggests lower prices, right? But just because I get a break even trade, right, and we have pretty bad delivery following the entry doesn't mean, right, I lose my conviction entirely. I took the trade for a reason, right? Because it made sense. Market structure was pointing higher. We were able to go highest resting above / previous session high, right? Just everything was there. And then not to mention time of day was, we're obviously just smack dab in the kill zone. Okay. So we'll see if I can take another attempt here. I certainly would not trade in this. So I'm going to allow it to do its thing here. Okay. I will take another attempt if it gives me something high probability. Okay. So we'll see what it gives us here now. I mean, honestly, it would, be unfortunate, but it might even run up to the London highs now. But I will say if it creates a fair value gap in here, delivers into it, that'll be my long, and I'll obviously target London high. So it might give us an entry here, it might not. We'll see. But all in all, obviously I've been looking for the same thing. Conviction has been held. So right there, ideally we'll fill in a fair value gap here and then complete the move to buy side. Okay. See if I can get my second attempt in. Just need a little bit more out of you, NASDAQ. Just a little bit more. Nothing crazy. All right, there we go. Okay, yep. So yeah, pretty much everything I said is going to happen. That's what we have in place here, so not much explanation needed. So second attempt. Okay, I like this because we have untapped London highs above. It's a very high quality draw. We're longing a fair value gap plus the upper portion of the regular trading hour gap. We have a pretty reasonable stop loss. It's only like 25 handles, okay? And then we're simply just targeting premium inefficiency above London high, okay? So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. So yeah, it was preferred to just do it on one attempt, but I'll take my second attempt, and this will be it for me. So it's be on my last trade. So we'll see if we can get some smooth delivery here. I definitely would anticipate smooth delivery because obviously we have some unfinished business up here, right? And we've already kind of done all the damage down here. Now all that's left to do is just expand up to the highs, all right? And then once again, okay, what you do in this scenario here, it's like, okay, which fair value gap do you trust? Well, you simply just long the first one that's delivered and weather your stop loss for the second one, right? That's literally all you're doing, okay? And that's the truth about it. Like, you don't, like, you're not going to 100% know, right? You're not going to 100% know, which, if both fair value gaps will be delivered or not, right? That's why you weather your stop loss for the second one, okay? So always buy the first one, weather stop for this one. All right, so ES was still creating that relative strength. Okay, NASDAQ, of course, I'm watching these down candles here and looking for that to be treated as support. Okay, and then complete the move up into, of course, London buy side. Okay, so main target is the hourly inefficiency, right? If I had multiple contracts on, I'd be holding a runner for this high up here, but I only have one, so lowest hanging fruit it is. So 5 minute looks pretty good to me to be sent higher. Same with the 15 minute. So once again, we're working above the high of regular trading hour gap right here. Okay, as well as this fair value gap. So how I'm going to play this, as soon as we bump up above London high, right, that's when I'm just going to do this. Trail stop like that. Okay. So ideally, we'll just have a strong push up above and complete the move to buy side here. All right. So up about 21 handles, not bad. Okay, I want to see this thing push up into the high. Any second now, we should just have large expansion candles higher. Okay, I'm cutting stop loss to a quarter of what the original risk was. Okay, so it shouldn't return down to this 5 minute gap. I'm going to put stop to break even just below it. Really shouldn't trade into this 5 minute gap. If it does, it'll just be like high resistance, right? And I want everybody to be a part of it, right? So working off this down candle now here as well. Okay, obviously on a smooth market, I always expect that to be utilized as support prior to, like, we're just ridiculously close to buy side at this point, right? So that's why I'll trail stop. Right, so I'm going to put it a couple ticks in profit there. Okay, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out because I liked both attempts that I had here today, right, up to buy side. Okay. And we already did the due diligence of working in the fair value gap plus regular trading hour gap high. So like it makes sense for it just to complete the move here now. So if it drops down, I'm not, there's no sense in me letting it come the whole way down to stop because I know it's not going to pan out if it drops the whole way down here. Okay. Okay, so pretty good expansion there. If I can toggle stop loss. All right, so stop loss is now 11 handles in profit. And should just smash us home there now. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, there we go. Okay, so it just took us out super quick. So anyway, I didn't prefer it to take 2 attempts, but there it is. So original break even, and then we long, get ourselves a nice, what was it? 106. I think it was like 55, over 50 handles. So perfect, good. That brings me to $1,000 on the day. So yeah, can't complain about that. Really, why would I complain about that? Back to back $1,000 days. Very, very grateful.